touchback. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll drop to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out and set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pick.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
At the 36.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard loss.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs from 10 yards out. And the Packers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
These 2 teams all tied after 1.
To 7.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away? Really well done.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 47-yard line.
throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
A gain of 3, second down.
Second and 7.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
10 yards to go.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 20.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got it. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bo Melton, a 16-yard touchdown as they have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 17-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 39.
On play action, Rodgers. That's complete to Dobbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in helping
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
The Chiefs take over.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look at a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the...
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's impersonal or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 18. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on? And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And the Kansas City Chiefs.
43!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes buying time to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
A 32-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead. You think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, 626.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you got a quarterback out of the pocket trying to make a play, and you get it, but instead he ends up throwing it to the other team.
And partners, we know to be successful in this league, number one, you're going to have to be able to make plays on the perimeter,
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got
first across midfield to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Brings up third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. On play action. Now Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll try again with Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The kick by Crosby is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Mahomes to throw it. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Pin at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth. But they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain. Cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to throw. Takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got him in, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, 43.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one taken just inside the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
To try again after the sack. Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Hey, take 26.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton.
44 yards.
yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Yellow. Attack.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. He'll check it down, complete to Dillon. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers escaping the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick, and the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Rolling to his right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm about to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know.
Hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Fielded right around the 8.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. And the Chiefs.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. They sold 1 million records, yeah. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Easy. 15.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now here's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's able to find Melton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. On play action, it's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the cross. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It's a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And got his man complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Bo Melton, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to cut.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling, maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. extra point by Baker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Romeo Doubs.
52 yards.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. These two teams all tied after one. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 10, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
From the 38, Rodgers.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
It's Dillon again.
And it's a Packers touchdown. A.J. Dillon from 8 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterbacks confident.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Mahomes going to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10. 2nd and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And incomplete on the deep ball.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. On the move past the 40. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter from the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, Rodgers. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Hey, 43.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, 43, 15.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
15, yellow.
Mahomes now to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half over.
Now a hit and a loose football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity. In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point. Did you put a second circle around this one? This one is big. First down.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now they send the tight end in motion left. Mahomes will throw for it, and he fires one incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
From the shotgun, again to Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Butker's kick here is good, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers steps away to his left. That is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Complete to Jones. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Mahomes now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
53 yards.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Watson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. 22 yards there, a first down. On play action, now Rodgers. This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. This is caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Bo Melton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here's Mahomes.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Mahomes.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
15.
Mahomes will throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up second and 10.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow.
Mahomes.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great. But they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing just about on his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This from long, very long range. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Touchdown, Packers! Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones. Sometimes you get bad ones. Sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, when you're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime, what type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through that's going to give you the play we saw to win the game? Because I know everyone's thinking that was something that they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.